Hello folks, this is Shera and welcome to the video. It's been a little bit since I recorded, so apologies if this is a little stuttery. Still getting used to the update with OBS. Alrighty, so let's get another day started of house flipping. Let's see. Bella Rose, one little thing to complete my part of heaven. Hello, darling. I'm in love with my little, cute, charming English garden. I can spend all my time, every single moment here. Oh, just perfect, my garden is, darling. I love all the plants that harvest here, and these plants feel my love too, and they grow up to be big and strong. There is only a single little thing that is not perfect in my little part of heaven. It's a pergola. To be precise, the lack of a pergola. And this is my problem, darling. I desire a pergola in my heaven. A real lady like me is not supposed to take the heavy, dirty hammer in her delicate hands. A lady like me cannot let her skin touch rusted spikes that can cause a deadly wound or, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine it, scratch the sensitive skin and leave a cruel scar visible for the rest of my life. Oh, even when I am writing about it, I feel like I'm going to pass out, darling. I will not be able to live with a scar like this. So this is my request. I need someone like you to protect my sensitive skin from this terrible fate and fulfill my pergola dreams. There's a lot going on there. I will say I never had a problem getting my hands dirty, but I'm also not a fancy lady with an English garden. Although I will say this is quite pretty. Alright. I think this is a pretty quick and simple job if I remember correctly. Buy a gazebo and buy a table and chairs. Can do. I'll go with dark, I think. Let's make it light to just see what it looks like. It doesn't matter how you put this, but I like to think vaguely realistically, so they would be able to access it from the thingy here. Assemble! I don't know that I've ever seen something like this in real life. Most of the pergola type things I see in reality are more of tent type things. And table and chair. I'll go with the standard one. Guess that's not centered, okay. Oh, apologies in advance. I'm using the zombie hands, I just remembered. I'll change those before the next video. What about light? How do these look? It matches the thingamajig. I might as well have a little bit of fun. Cast iron isn't the most comfy thing to sit on, but most folks I know who use cast iron stuff have a cushion to bring outside with them. Alright, well that was a fast one. You have completed 100% of the job, $4,200. I probably should have just chosen the all-dark version, but it does look kind of cool. And the light color does technically match the white fence, so not the end of the world. If I had a Sonic in my home, that would be great. Yeah, this dude's fancy, and I think he likes, this guy at the bottom, likes a lot of technology in his stuff. Alright, well that was wicked quick, so let's go on to the next one. Eric Camel, necessary extra bathroom. Good morning. I bought a big house in which a second bathroom is desperately needed. I realized this after only a week of living here, and I cannot stand it anymore. There is a room next to the kitchen that is perfect for a bathroom and probably even has the appropriate connections. Oh, and you will also need to paint the walls in the bedrooms. Greetings, Eric Campbell. Yeah, if you have any more than... There should be at least a bathroom per 2 people in a house, is what I was always told. But I guess it depends. Alright. Okay, I gotta destroy this, huh? Alright. Like I said, these are the zombie arms from the Halloween update. Hope nobody is squeamish about cartoony gore. Okay, and then destroy this over here. Which makes sense. I mean, those weren't altogether necessary. You are still there. Now, okay. This is where one of my neurotic tendencies is going to come out real quick. I'm gonna paint some of this real quick. Sunny orange. Morning yellow? That looks like it matches. Not sure if y'all noticed, but it has been a little bit since I played, and in the meantime, they have changed a few things, including the menu in your little tablet here. It used to be divided by expansion, now it's just divided by, like, walls and stuff, furniture, and garden. So they changed that. Well, that makes me feel better. Again, it's one of those little things that doesn't actually matter, but eh. Let's see. Alluring lavender and bright lavender for this room. You would think he would go for a pink, given the pink on the bed, but I guess it doesn't matter. I will say, the combination of pink with such a dark wood actually looks rather nice. Let's see, I'll check that in a moment. Oop, not what I meant to do. Let's see, we gotta get rid of these. I'm actually gonna change everything before I start mounting the devices. Oh, and this is the job that unlocks the ability to lay down tiles and such, it looks like. Now, again, this is one of those situations where it'll let you do whatever you want so long as all the walls are covered. So I'm just gonna do something I like doing, which is just if I have to use 2 different types of tiles, I kind of like doing the corners in one and then the rest of it in another. So you do get, you know, both sets of tiles, but there's a bit of contrast there. Well, there's that. I'm definitely gonna need a second pack of tiles, but that's alright. Oh, we have a nice bit. I'm gonna do that real quick because it lets you hold more stuff at once. And I'm not gonna complain about that. You know, regarding these hands again, I always found it rather odd that cartoon zombies were always green. I do know that decomposition does cause green, but it's sort of later on. I was under the impression that bodies went kind of gray first. But then again, gray isn't as interesting looking or as visually impressive. Now that this tool is unlocked, I can actually do the tiles back at the little house. So I'm looking forward to that. By which I mean our shack. I'll probably need 1 or 2 more stacks of these. See what I mean? It does look kind of nice. But if you want to, you could just do whatever you want with these. Oh good, I didn't have to buy another one. Technically I don't have to do this, but I'm gonna do this just for the heck of it. Because why not? I have exactly enough tiles left to make this work. Could have sold them and gotten a little bit of money back, but eh. And time to put in some bathroom stuff. Shower, sink, and toilet. Let's see, let's start with that sink. Oh, wrong. It lets you choose whatever. In this case, I'm just gonna choose this one, because I like it. Bath, toilet, I mean. Yeah. And shower. I'll just do the basic one. Does this room have lighting? Yes. Alright, well, might as well start from the left. Oh. You can speed this up with more perks, which I'll do later. Right now it's pretty slow. The mounting of objects, I mean. At least toilets are always easy. Not cool, they're not quite this easy in real life, but you know. Oh. Yeah, if you notice, this is the done goof sound. I'm glad it is not more obnoxious. It's funny, it wasn't until college that I experienced my first shower, just standalone shower that did not also have a bathtub. That was just never a thing growing up that I ever saw in anyone's homes. But, you know, college campuses don't have the room for a full bathroom, by which I mean for every shower to have its bathtub. almost. There we go. And a mirror. Yay! Alright, so there's that, and I have at least this bedroom to paint. Let's see. I like this color better. It's not quite as crazy bright. But then a lot of folks I know prefer more saturated colors. I believe this particular type of wood, at least this one and at least this one, is called wenge. I don't know how that's pronounced in reality, but that's what it's called in this game. So I'm not sure I mentioned it prior, but prior to actually uploading anything on this channel, I've been recording a lot of things ahead of time. And my first chunk of videos was pre-New Year's, and this is the first one I'm recording after the New Year's. So, belated Happy New Year, everybody. At the time of this recording, it is 2020. I'm proud of y'all for making it through this year. Through 2020, rather. Like, congrats. It has been an ordeal for all of us. But I hope you're all safe and sound. And I do hope that if you are watching these videos, that they give you some measure of ability to chill out, I guess? Some sort of comfort. Or if even it encourages you to buy the game, that would be nice as well. As I said on my first video of this series, this is one of the games that really is soothing and comforting for me when I can't play anything that requires more spoons. So I do hope that these videos, in any small way, help out on your side. Oof, this is a saturated purple. It's not bad, but it's just really bright. Well. I might have one other, yeah, I think I have one other bedroom to paint. Judging from the progress bar. Okay, so that's it for this room. Gonna get rid of these. And search for that last bathroom. Bedroom. This one's a bathroom, so I'm assuming it's this one. Yep. Okay, sky blue. Hey, this almost matches that. Well, nah, never mind. The futon, this thingy is significantly more green. This is a nice color, actually. I wouldn't call this is definitely not a sky blue, though. This is closer to turquoise than anything. Or at least it is on my computer screen. It occurs to me that the color balance and everyone's screen is not the same. But to me, this looks a tinge too green to be sky blue. Especially compared to out there. Oh, so one fun thing I recently discovered, I bought and played Phasmophobia briefly, and I played it briefly because there was shouting from my side, and I decided that I have to play it during the day and not at night if I don't want to wake up my roommate by shouting. At any rate, prior to that, I don't think I had realized that many of the objects used in this game are just straight up Unity assets. Like, there's certain things that make appearances. A lot of this furniture, a lot of the little objects, make appearances in other games made in Unity. And there are quite a few of those. Phasmophobia, House Party, goodness, there was a Santa Claus game recently that the Game Grumps played. And that one was also made in Unity, and they actually made a comment on it being the same house as from House Party. So it's interesting. I don't begrudge anyone for reusing assets. They are assets that come with Unity after all. It's just interesting. I wasn't exactly expecting one of the paintings from this game that I'm familiar with to show up in Phasmophobia. There's like this startled instant of recognition. So that was actually kind of cool. I mean, I still died in that game. I was the first one to go down. But it made things, it being familiar made things a tiny bit less spooky for a moment. So that was fun. So yeah, if you ever play any of those other games, keep your eye out for some of the objects from House Flipper. You'll be surprised at how many you find. Okay, so this room's done. We're not 100%ed yet, so it means there's something left to do. Maybe another bedroom? Nope, we're good here. Perhaps here? Yep. Yeah, that's a nice blue. Can't wait to unlock the thingy that lets me do multiple walls at a time. It lets you, like, drag. I'll show you when the time comes. I really wish painting were this easy in real life. Oh. Apologies, the screen froze briefly there, as it sometimes does when the game automatically saves. Did I miss? Nope. Speak of the devil. New skill point. Oh, by the way, since I do record these ahead of time, I'm not sure if I mentioned it that at some point I was thinking about how neat it would be if they added a Steam Workshop to this game Steam Workshop aspect, and they totally did. Not for creating homes, as I thought, but for creating objects. And of course, the creators are kind of divided between like standard editions, like some basic couches and such, to stuff that's kind of cute, to stuff that's deeply cursed. I if you have access to it, I'd recommend checking out the Steam Workshop for this. I am deeply amused that one of the first things to get added was a vodka bottle, a creeper from Minecraft, a few other things like that. It's always fun. Okay, here's this done. Almost $8,500. A big transformation. Yeah, like I said, that dark wood with the lighter colors really stands out. Children should have toys in their rooms. There's that bigger family. They always want at least 3 bedrooms, maybe 4, with a family room. Okay, well, I think that's good for this episode, folks. I will see you again shortly. Make sure to take care of yourselves and others, and until we meet again, have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.